electronically speaking, and
Right, but nobody in our state's doing that at this point. Nobody is stepping up to do that.
and the citizens and the legislature should be raising hell. They should be attempting to do that. That's their responsibility, and they're not doing their duty. That's the problem that we have. They're cooperating with the federal government in its unconstitutional actions. Okay.
There are some that have.
And we're going to have to wind this up. Time is crunch time. So sorry to stop it, Richard. You're not going to get the rest of your questions in. Sorry about that. But anybody that's watching and in this and wants the rest of the questions that Richard has, we can furnish those. We can send them to you. And one quick one, anybody out in the audience have any questions right quick about anything? No? Totally confused? Totally whatever. But thank you for your time. Look forward to the election coming up. And
It
we'll
was a
see.
good process, very interesting.
And see what we can do.
You can tell definitely that I have a lot to learn, obviously.
We all do.
Yes, we all do. And just reading the Constitution doesn't necessarily make you an informed candidate.
That's true.
Right?
Absolutely true.
Or an
And they're-
informed citizen.
Right, or an informed citizen, good point. And there's people like Dr. Greg Brannon who clearly know the Constitution backwards and forwards, and for good reason. But I do think that it is a pleasure talking with people about the Constitution and I don't want to say their interpretation because that would lead me to believe that there's a number of different interpretations of the Constitution, which is kind of what's going on in this country at this point in time. But I always think it's very good to have debate because it increases the level of knowledge for both sides.
Absolutely, absolutely. We need to talk about it often.
That's the key. That's the key. Yeah.
Thank you. To learn more, first of all, because Donna is trying to get us to wrap up, Citizens Constitutional Caucus sponsored this event, and Patriot Coalition here in support of it. But we can't go any further before Don turns me off without thanking Dr. Layton and the Voice of Faith Network and the use of their facilities. And you can learn more about the Voice of Faith Network at voiceoffaithnetwork.com. And you can email Dr. Layton at jim@voiceoffaithnetwork.com. You can reach myself at jeff@patriotcoalition.com, Councilor Fry at richard@patriotcoalition.com. If you're concerned about the intolerable acts, such as the National Defense Authorization Act of 2012, we have a project called the Intolerable Acts, and that's theintolerableacts.org. You can write us there at solutions@theintolerableacts.org. We're all about solutions. And if you're concerned about the propaganda that's being used to manipulate us, such as the carrots of the Article 5 Convention proponents, we have a project for that, americas11thhour.com. And we have a growing number of information there. And if you'll let me give you one more link out. Our Article 5 resource sheet can be found at patriotcoalition.com/docs, that's short for documents, DOCS, /article-5-resource.pdf. patriotcoalition.com/article-5-resource.pdf, and there's a ton of information there. Can I leave anything out?
The only one thing I would like to add, if you're giving out websites, is to see my husband's handiwork on my campaign website, and that's major4FORNCsenate.com. Major4NCsenate.com. Yep. Very good.
All right. Thank you all.
And
Appreciate it.
the Caucus website, That's
www.citizensconstitutionalcaucus.com, www.patriotinstitute.com, www.constitutionalescalaringblaze.com, www.localheroes.com. Anything else you want to know?
Yeah, when are you gonna stop using those W's?
Anytime. I'm still old fashioned. I've gotten away from the HTTP site of that site. Okay. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was great. Thank you.
Anything we can do for you, let us know.
Thank you, I appreciate that. It was wonderful. It's a great starting point. It really is.
Yeah. I hit the limit.
Very
Gotcha.
good.
There was
You
two.
sure did.
I think it's still streaming.